Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video. This time I have something very exciting. I am in a new location. I'm basically on my bed because it's really late at night, but I wanted to share this beauty right here, which is the Kickstarter I backed for the second edition of the Lilifer Tarot. I'm super excited. It came in this little parcel, so we're gonna go right into it. I'm very excited for this deck. I have been waiting for this deck for a while because technically I was supposed to get it in July, but there was like some kind of, I think there was some kind of error going on with like the gold foiling stuff. So that's okay. Like, Marion went back, was trying to fix all that. I don't mind waiting. I'm just glad to have this now. Very excited to show this off. It came, I guess, with this little yes and no coin. It seems very, ooh, I gotta put it up to light so you guys can see. It actually says Lilifer on it. That is super cool. And you can see like the details and the sliding. The yes and the no. That's really cool. I don't know if I might have one of these, but it's like actually pretty thick. And it's pretty big. I didn't expect it to be so big. Okay, that's a cool little side. This cute little wrapping. I kind of like this paper though, not gonna lie. I tend to like hoard paper for some reason, so I might keep this. Ooh, okay. This is a thank you. Will say, oh, thank you. I got my little card. You guys will know from one of my videos, my Tarot of Exception videos, that I'm not usually a fan of nudity in tarot. So as you can see, there is going to be a little bit of nudity for this deck. And the reason why this deck is going to be, I already talked about this actually, I think with this deck, is an exception for me because I think it's an exception for me because the Lilifer Tarot is not actual people. They're like demons and such. So I don't know why their nudity doesn't bother me the way normal people does. But okay, this is, oh, it's still in this wrapping. Wow, this deck is actually, I have to say, it's a Lilifer Tarot. I'm like feeling it in my hands. I have pretty small hands. And this deck actually fits pretty well in my hands. I'm like kind of shocked. I don't know if that means this deck is going to be a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Let's see how easy this is for me to take out the plastic. Sometimes I can take these off really good, and sometimes I cannot. This might be a time where I cannot. So, let's see if I can poke a hole in this. Okay. Oh, come on. See, I don't usually film these because I don't want you guys to watch me struggle on camera. But today, I guess, is the struggle bus. Oh, come on. Nope. There we go. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'm not bothered by the nudity because it's demons. So that's that side note. This box, though, feels very nice. For those who don't know the Lilifer Tarot, this is by Marion Costentin. You can see it there. See, this is part of the gold foiling thing, why it took a little longer. It has some beautiful bells and whistles here. I don't actually know which card this is, but I know that's from one of the cards. It has her little company on it, Little Darkness. Copyright from this year for this second edition. Feels so good. Okay. And it's one of those like polls. So we're going to look at that in a second after this. But just want to read this part on the back. It says, a unique deck of 80 cards honoring the esoteric roots of tarot with hand-painted watercolors. Lilifer comes with an illustrated booklet filled with traditional card meanings and magical correspondences to help you connect with your innate knowledge and intuitive nature. Very cool. So this deck feels really nice and like I don't know, it just feels nice and compact. I don't know how else to put that. But let's see what goodies came in this. So I did back this on Kickstarter. I'm pretty sure she has pre-orders or going to have pre-orders for this. I don't think she would just do the second edition for our Kickstarter. So for those who are interested, you will have a chance. It comes with this cute Lilith holographic looking sticker. Very nice. And we also, oh, it's just like the box. Okay. I don't know which card this is. Oh, wait a second. Whoa. Okay, so this is an actual art card. I almost thought this was like a postcard or something. It's not. It's just an art card of this. Nice. But this is something. What is this? This was something I was not expecting. Whoa. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys will see this all in frame. This, if I look up here, it says table of magical correspondences. Interesting. So it tells you the crescent moon has high priestess, nourishing dream, believing, new beginnings, clean slate. The fool. It actually literally goes into all of it. And then there's stuff here about your, the different houses and stuff. The astrological and stuff. That is so interesting. And it even gives you all the zodiacs and everything. This is something for me to really take a look at later. This is really freaking cool, though. I was not expecting that. That's really cool. This could look at more in depth later, because I'm pretty sure we all want to see the deck. And how is this different from the second edition? Because I mean the first edition, because I never had the first edition. And the reason why I never got the first edition and why I was very interested in the second is because I always knew that this deck, because I had seen this deck around. Oh, here's the inside of the box. It's that print we saw earlier again. The reason why I never got this deck, though, before was because, well, one, I wasn't sure how I stood on the nudity in this deck. And two, was because I knew that not all the minors used to have the actual gold, like actually had the names on them. And now I believe even the minors have names. So we're going to find that out today. So this is the guidebook that comes in the Lilifer. This is the second edition. I don't know if this is the same one that came in the first or not. Has the copyright notice. Ooh, okay. So the print, even for me, like if I'm not looking at the camera, this print is a little small. So just be aware of that if your eyes are not like the greatest. It is what it is. It tells you about tarot, how to pull, symbols, the 4 elements, and it actually like gives you everything really. Virtues, vices, symbols, colors. What I'm curious about, oh wow, it gives like a lot of stuff about the elements. That's actually really cool. Gives you zodiac meanings of each of the elements. I'm curious now. What does it say about Leo? Obviously, planet the sun, fire, power, confidence, charisma. Interesting. Cool stuff to think about. That is really interesting that that's all in here. Planetary symbol, so it tells you about the different planets. And then sacred principles. Oh, the feminine and the masculine. I'm not as concerned with that, but okay. Sacred colors, numbers. So I guess she's talking about a lot of the symbology and stuff that's in her deck. What I was curious about seeing, besides all these, so these are either other symbols and stuff that's probably going to pop up in the deck. Here we go. I was interested for you all to know if there were any spreads. So there looks to be one. There's an inner witch spread, 4-card one. That could be really interesting. Do or don't spread. There's a Light of the Ancestors. Interesting. There's the Halloween Year's End spread. Oh shit, I might have to do this coming up. That would be cool. Then there's Meeting the Feminine and Masculine Self. Channeling the Guardians. And I guess that's it. But that's actually a lot of spreads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 spreads in here. So that's really cool. Then it goes into the Major Arcana. So there's color. That gives you enough upright meanings, reversed. And most of these are reading more like keywords of it. So not like necessarily whole paragraphs, but it does give you the element of each of the cards. It's planetary alignment, it's stone, herbs, and affirmation that you could say. So that's really cool. And this is for all of, yep, this is for all of the majors. Then I was curious, Minor Arcana. So it still has information. It doesn't give you it gives you the element, but it doesn't give you any of the other alignments it was talking about. But it does give you upright and reverse meaning still. So yeah, pretty detailed, I would say. Kind of nice. I like this. This is fine. Now, the deck. This is an important part. Oh, how cute. Oh, I don't know why. The little thing over there, it makes it very cute. This deck feels really interesting. It's like, I don't know. It's smaller than I expected. For some reason, every time I saw this deck, or maybe it was like the first edition only or something, but every time I saw this deck, it looked like it was really freaking big. And, I know you guys see my hands more close up, so you don't know, but my hands are tiny. Or not, well, they're pretty small. And this actually fits pretty well in my hand. I'm like, what the? But I'm like pleasantly surprised in that, okay? Let's talk about cardstock though, because you guys know I'm honest about cardstock. I really am. This doesn't feel bad. It's very papery though. I do say maybe it's more art paper like. It's not the worst cardstock I've felt, so it's okay. As you can see, very thin, and it bends back. And as you can see, the backs are really cool. I love the backs. And look at the gold. I don't know what it is with me. I've been in an era where I've been getting a lot of like gold decks for some reason. Or like gold touched decks. I don't know if that's just like a current trend or what. No edging. It's just this back. This is fine. And now we're going to get into the cards. I'll put them nice and close so you guys can see. I do apologize that it is nighttime, so you guys can't see with this lighting how vibrant. This looks more cool toned on my camera, so imagine it. It's a little more bright. But this is our Fool, and you can see all the gold touches. Really like this. I'm very excited. The Fool. The Magician. This is a really interesting magician. Because it's like the extra arms and everything. I don't know. It's a lot to sit with. Really interesting. Okay. The High Priestess. I don't know if I ever would have associated the High Priestess with the color yellow. It definitely makes me stop and think for a second, because I would have assumed the High Priestess more would have been like this color of this little guy over here. But yeah, really interesting. But you can see this little person in the boat, like they went out on the water or something. And then this is what they got, which does make you think like some otherworldly being. I guess it still checks. It's just different than what I originally would think. And I guess that's what's cool. This is our Empress, of course, though. And I kind of like this. I kind of like that it's like bowl demon thing. It just has like a little sleepy head on them. I don't know. It's so funny. But it like really gives me like mom energy. I do appreciate that this like demon thing is not, you know, pregnant, because I don't care for pregnant empress. The magician, oh no, not a magician, sorry, the emperor. Really interesting. He says I am or am. I don't know if there's an I. Really interesting. The Hierophant. Interesting. I do get what it's going for. This Hierophant actually also kind of reminds me of the one from the Shadowscapes Tarot for some reason. I guess because it's like a similar tree-like vibe. Really interesting. Wow. Okay, these are the lovers. I am actually digging the colors of this in person. I don't know if you guys can pick up how like really nice the shade of like purple is with this. It's just, I vibe. Like this color scheme is what I love. So I'm digging this. It's a Chariot. I like the face on this one. He's like very smug. Justice. Interesting. I have to sit with this. This Justice like does not give any shits compared to all of them like up and down there. This is so interesting. Okay. The Hermit. I like this though. I like the teamwork going on here. This little wolf is like being the barrier so that the hermit can retreat. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's late at night. And I just worked earlier in the day. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This I actually really like. I really like this. Oh my god. I think what I like about it is not only does it have all the zodiacs, but it's kind of showing that endless loop, you know, of like the ups and downs of the fortune without it necessarily having to be so obvious. I am really vibing with this deck. Okay. Strength. Really digging this. This is very Leo. By the way, I don't know why, before I even got this deck in hand, this deck was giving me very strong Leo energies, and now I'm like really vibing with it because this is like definitely going there for me. This is the Hangman. I love that it's like a bat demon. I love bats. This is so cool. Oh my god. What the heck is going on here? Death? Death, sir. Sir, you have something you need to say. What the heck is that in there? I don't know what that is. Is that another face hiding in there? Oh my god. Except I love his expression too. Oh my god. This deck is something. I don't know. It's giving me a lot of joy right now. It's so weird. Okay, Temperance. I like this too. I kind of like how they're almost going like shh, you know? This is so cool. The Devil looks the most like the devil, which is really funny because they're like all like little demon beings. This devil looks so coy compared to the rest of them, I guess. Not coy, maybe tame is maybe what I'm more thinking of. Yeah. The Tower. This is interesting too. I love the colors, but this figure seems the most humanoid out of all of them. Like you can see the demon down there like kind of trying to topple the tower over while she's trying to hang on. Really cool. I don't know why. There's a lot to be said there. Wow. Look at the star. I didn't expect I didn't expect this like sassy looking face for the star, but I'm really digging the idea of the star saying I know on its third eye. Why do I like that so much? I don't know. There's something about this deck. I'm really appreciating it right now. Okay. The moon, I believe. Really cool. That's not something I would normally put with the moon. Maybe because I have more shadowy thoughts on the moon, but really cool. Wow, look at the sun. Okay, this is the sun. I really love the colors here in person, like more than this camera is picking up. That's really a vibe. I'm like so weird about colors, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I love this deck so much. It has like nice use of colors. Like even the judgment here, I kind of like that these two demons are just like, they're in it together, you know, going off into the sunset with this thing that's reaching down to try to give the last judgment. They're like, I don't give a shit. You know, they're enjoying themselves. And look, they even patch things up. That's so cute. Sorry, I'm realizing now I'm like exponentially weirder the later at night it is and I'm trying to film. Sorry to everyone who has to deal with this. And finally, we have the world. I really like this too. I'm going to just keep saying that for the rest of the deck. I should probably go a little quicker. This video is going to take 5 million years. And these are 2 extra cards that go in this deck. So this is Lilith. Now we know the mystery solved for me, at least. This is Lilith. I like Lilith and her little wolf. And this is Lucifer himself. Really cool. And now it looks like we are going straight into the wands. Now, wait. Oh, I see it. Never mind. It's not what I think before it didn't have like any imagery that suggested. I don't know. In the old, I don't know. I don't have the first. Now I can see it down here. You can see at the bottom there's a 1. So you know it's the Ace of Wands. You can also tell by that. So it's more subtle, but I like it. At least you have some indicator what it is. Because I don't think before it had any indicator. It did have these, I think, from I've seen of the first edition. But it had no indicator of what number. Oh, sorry. What like suit and stuff it was. But yeah, now it does. So a 1, the Ace of Wands. The 2 of Wands, this to me is an interesting 3 because this almost gives me more 3 of Pentacles vibe than 3 of Wands vibes, and I'm looking more to get the sense of the journey aspect, but really interesting. It does give me like Trinity vibes though. 4. Really interesting. The 5. You do still see conflict between these beings. And you see all the gold. 6. 7. This one's interesting, trying to juggle it all. 8. I appreciate that these wands are more dynamic. And this demon's like trying to hang on for the ride as like shit's going quick. Some of them are having to move quickly. I do appreciate that. 9. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Hang on. I actually like this 9. Usually, you know, with the 9 of Wands, you see the person that's like very beat up. But this demon is like, despite everything else having burned around it, they came out victorious. And I guess it's a good sign of perseverance. I think I really like this. And finally, 10 having to carry the weight of all that on their head still. Then, oh, sorry, a lot of yawning today. Page. My fave, the knight. Look at that knight. They look like they're ready to slay with their... Is this like a dragon? I can't even tell. They look like a dragon. Unless it's a wolf. I don't really know, but they have scales, so I'm going to assume it's like a dragon. But they're ready to go. Interesting. The king is first, not the queen. King of Wands. And Queen of Wands. I do like the colors. Again, once again, this deck has like... I'm living just for the color vibes. Okay. Let's go a little quicker, We are now in the cup suit. And I can tell it's the cups, not just because of the shape of the cup. It's a 1, an ace, obviously, but also you get the watery motif, the fish. It's pretty obvious to me. I know not this would probably bother some people because it's not written out clearly. But I'm not bothered by this. I could also tell it was a water too because I saw the Pisces in the corner. Not to say that these are though, but I don't know. I just knew. Oh, and the elemental, I guess. Okay. Anyways, Ace of Cups. The 2. Three. 4. Oh, this guy, this thing, so sad. Knocking him over. Oh no, never mind. Look at that angry third eye. Oh, I feel it though. I really feel it in this one. You get the sense of sadness really clearly. I like it though. Now, this 6, I don't get necessarily... actually, never mind. I had to stop. This isn't a traditional image of the 6. You know, usually when you see the nostalgia card show up, you see as like youthful energy. You see like little kids holding the cups and enjoying their time or whatever. Very stereotypical. But I do actually think... Right off the bat, I can tell that this is a nostalgia card because when you look closely, this little demon thing is like, they are reflecting, right? There's like time when they're looking in, they're enjoying their cup that they have. This one is very contemplative and sad. This one's again rejoicing. You know, it's like going through the motions of all things. So looking back at your road. So I get it. I think I get it. I like it. Now this one, you guys know, I love looking at the 7. I can see that this demon does have 7 choices. I'm weird about this. This is just me. Like, this is just nitpicking at this point because this is still nice. Like, I don't mind it. It's just I prefer when you can see that all the options they have are very different from each other. But I know she's probably going for a specific aesthetic, so that's what it is what it is, but I don't mind it. 8, leaving it all behind. 9, it actually makes a heart. How cute. Happy with all of her cups, or their cup. And 10. This is definitely a more minimalist 10, but you do get the sense of like togetherness still. Not bad. Not bad. Now, let me fix this a little. The page. This kind of gives me original High Priestess vibe. See, this is what I would have... Oh, sorry. This is what I more would have thought of with the page. I mean, with the High Priestess. But I still like this for the page. That's still cool. The Knight. Nice. I actually like this. I like, too, for this Knight of Cups, it's showing... Even though it's not as, like, dreamy romantic as I normally like to think with the Knight, I do like that you do get some sense of romance and, like, not like, you know, trying to woo someone romance, but just like a romantic kind of setting. It's like they're going off on the boat, enjoying their life kind of thing, going on a little adventure, going with the flow. I like this. Oh, the King. Very Neptune-like vibe. With the trident and everything. I like it, though. The King of Wands. I mean, of Cups, sorry. And the Queen. I do like this Queen, actually. Very nice. The Queens I'm noticing and the Kings have very similar poses. At least for these first two. But I don't mind it. And now, very obvious, if you couldn't tell, we are in the suit of the swords. So this is the ace. I like this ace, by the way. Cutting through right away. You know what's going on. Like it. Oh, I like this for the two. Instead of showing the swords crossed, you have two sides, literally shown as two heads, and you have to make the choice of how to stop the conflict within you, right? Which head do you listen to, or which side of the body? Really cool. I like this. Oh, and I like this too, because I don't mind the aesthetic of the heart usually, you know, but I like that you can tell that there's still heartbreak and some kind of sadness that had gone on, you know, the dark clouds and everything. You still get the sense of it without it having to be like as bloody as like a heart being stabbed through, you know. And the 4. I am sorry, I have a lot of thoughts today as I flip through these. I like this 4 too, though. Rest is sometimes necessary, but you might not always want it. Sometimes you have to, though. 5. Interesting. The 2 heads again. Has either of them won? Doesn't seem like it, you know. Really interesting for the 5. 6. Wow. I don't know. I'm really digging the symbolism in this deck. There's a lot that could be said with this. Even the 7 here. Wow. This is a really interesting 7. A lot that you could say here. What with the snake, the swords literally coming out to get them. And you can't even tell what their facial expression kind of is. Even the dark clouds and everything. Really ominous 7. Really interesting though. The 8. Wow. I don't know. I'm really vibing. The 9. And the 10. Oh, wow. Really interesting. Oh, sorry. The page. I do. This does give me page energy. The face. Something about this face gives me that, like, right amount of, like, smirky quirkiness that, like, the pages have, where they're not, like, complete shits, but but they, like, still will use their wit to, like, outsmart you in times, you know? They've got that vibe. I feel it. The Knight. Once again, like that the Knights are very active in this deck. It's showing that, like, fire energy that they can possess. I like it. The King. Yeah, that pretty much is the King for me. That's the right expression. That's like a weird thing to say, but I'm like, I really know those. I swear, at the time of me filming this, I will get around to filming those court card videos, because now a couple people have mentioned that I need to do them, so I will. And here's the Queen. Definitely gives me Queen of Swords vibes. Something about that face. I know. And finally, guys, oh man, I've been talking way too much. We are in our last suit. We are in the Pentacles. And this one, oh, there we go. It is still a 1. It just blended in with the plant. I like how it's like, I don't know, there's something about this I like. Made a little flower and the cute little wolfie. I'm digging in for some reason. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for colors. I love, especially seeing this in person, because this looks darker on the camera. This has like a more tealish look in person and kind of goes more with this. Really nice. I really like this. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm just a slut for color. Okay, sorry. The 3 still shows teamwork. That's good. 4. Wow. I like this. I don't know what it is about these wolves too. Like, look at this pissed off one and this, like, really, like, smug one. I don't know why I like that so much. Okay. The 5. Interesting. 6. Generous. Ooh, love this coloring too. Oh, and this one. Oh man, they're doing it. Okay, 7. Watching the plants grow. Yes. Vibin'. 8. Wow, it's like coming from their hand. They're crafting all these things. Still very nice. The 9. Now this one's interesting because all the pentacles are buried. It's not usually like it's not the same imagery of like the person looking at all their like wealth and being like, wow, this is really great, guys. They're kind of like sitting with it. That's really interesting. And the 10. Not bad. I see that they've grown something like that. Maybe that's the lineage, but it's not as much the family card as I usually expect this to be. But it's not bad either. It's like the worst 10 I don't think I've seen. Last ones, the last 4. Page. The Knight. Interesting Knight. Still active. The King. Look at the wolves again. And finally, oh, that Queen of the Queen of Pentacles vibes. She is vibing. Look at her. She is sassy Mother Nature. I like it. And her silly wolves again. My goodness. They're just so funny. There's something about this deck that's just kind of hilarious to me. Okay. Wow, this video has gone on way too long because I just wanted to talk about everything. Once again, I do like the cardstock. It's not bad. Now that I've been like feeling it. If you are a riffle shuffler now, I cannot riffle shuffle to save my goddamn life. You're a riffle shuffler. This cardstock is very bendy. I do not see you having a problem with this. And more than that, I don't even think I'll have problems overhanding this. Let's find out. Yep, nope. Very easy. It literally just slides. Like, I don't even have to do much, and it just all slides out. Very nice. So, very nice shuffle. The backs are brilliant. There's my cat crying because I've been on this camera for too long. Good. This is so nice. I don't know. My verdict for now is I am obsessed with this for some reason. I'm really digging this. This is a vibe. This is everything I could have wanted. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to now own it. And I'm finally glad I've got it in my hands. I love its size. I'm obsessed. We'll just end it with 3 random cards and see where it takes us, huh? I'm not even doing my typical shuffle method. I just want to enjoy this. Ready? Let's go. Cool. 3 of Cups, Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. Don't know what that means right now, but I guess it's having a good time. It's vibing. It'll tell you to say what you want to say. Is what it is. Because I don't give a fuck. Because that's what that's what the night's about, right? So yeah. Okay. Cool stuff. I'm gonna go now. But if you've been watching this this long, thank you for watching. Definitely, if you can, and you've been considering this deck, pick up the 2nd edition. I think it's really great. I will see you all again next time. Bye.